This is our 8-day canoe trip around the Bowron Lake Canoe Circuit. Our heroes are Renee and Art Allen. In the Pacific Northwest of the US and Canada is the province of British Columbia. Within the central British Columbia lies the Caribou Mountains, and within the Caribou Mountains is the 72-mile, 116-kilometer Bowron Lake Canoe Circuit. Becker's Lodge was our outfitters. Here we rented our 17-foot clipper canoe from Western Mountaineering, and we stayed at the Frank Kibbe cabin both the night before and after our trip. After our 3-hour drive from Prince George, we arrived at Becker's Lodge to lightning, thunder, and a hailstorm. Well, we had to wait that out for a bit. Then we headed over to the Bowron Provincial Park registration office to check that out. Day 0 ends with supper in the dining room and then back to Kibbe cabin. Welcome to day 1 of our 8-day canoe trip to the Bowron Canoe Lake Circuit. The date was 31 July 2023. Between 8:30 and 9:15, we shuttled cars, gear, and canoes and returned rental car to the long-term parking at Becker's Lodge. We then got a orientation video from the park rangers, and we were underway at 9:15. The trip starts out right away with a portage uphill for a kilometer. Then it's level, and then it's a sharp, steep downhill at the end. Double carrying may have been a better way to go, since there are bare cash storage containers at each end of each portage. A fully loaded canoe with packs is tough to handle both uphill and downhill.
Yeah, this could be a long photo trip.
After a 5-minute transition from canoe cart to paddling, we were on our first lake. Almost immediately, we spotted a weasel along the shore. Kibbe Lake is a nice small-sized lake, similar to those that we paddled in the Adirondacks. Here we're approaching the second portage of the trip between Kibbe and Indian Point Lakes. Again, it was almost a kilometer up, then it leveled off, and then there was a gentle downhill to the put-in. But now the trail was muddy and rutty versus the first portage, which was very rocky. The second portage started and ended with 8 and 11-minute transitions. Indian Point Lake. The day had started off cool around 12 degrees C, which was really nice when we were doing those early portages. But now that we were on Indian Point Lake, the temperatures were reaching into the 20s and eventually reached 27 degrees Celsius by the time we reached Site 6. Site number 6, all set up. Getting lunch ready. Quinoa bowl. Here's my fabulous hiking partner. And tents. After setting up our campsite at Site 6, we did some swimming, and then we had lunch, and then later on we had chicken stew with stuffing for supper, thus ending day 1.